This March, let the lucky rainbow lead right to your front door. We're not going for a homemade wreath this time. Instead, all colors come together to make a bright rainbow doormat. It's a project that brings a bit of unexpected magic, and our guest, Darcie Liptrot, came to share the how-to. And when you see the finished project, you're like, how did she make this all by herself? You just figured it out.
Well, it's actually super simple, so that helps a lot.
Oh,
you know, with my crafty brain, I like the simple kind of thing, the better for me, just so that you can create something that's super impactful, but still easy peasy.
Yeah, and when you look at it, made of wood, so it's really going to act as a doormat. You can get all the mud and gunk out of your shoes.
Yeah, it's actually pretty functional, and I didn't really know that that's what that was for until, you know, I started putting it together and researching a little bit. But yeah, these wooden doormats are used to kind of kick the mud and the muck off of your shoes when you walk through your springtime grass or anything like that.
Yeah, then I don't have to scream at everyone with the mud on my floor. Okay, let's go through your process because I feel like a lot of people are gonna wanna make this at home.
It's so cute. Okay. Like, it really turned out great, I really have to say. But what you're gonna do is just go to the hardware store. Like any of your big boxes will have this 1x2 wood. And this 1x2 comes in like 8-foot lengths, but you can certainly get it in 4-footers too. And then you're just going to cut them 9-inch lengths.
Okay.
And so it's pretty easy.
What kind of saw did you use? Did you just use the one at the Home Depot?
Like, you could totally ask them to do that. Bat your eyes, see if they'll do it for you. But I use just a chop saw at home. Just like even a little one will work because this is just such a tiny piece of wood. And then then it gets a little bit like, I'm gonna go with like medium skilled. Okay. You're going to either use a drill press or your drill to go in 1 inch from the edge and drill a hole. And so you're just gonna pop a hole on each side. So every single board that you're gonna use, and there's 36 of them, just pop a hole, pop a hole. And then after that comes like the fun stuff.
Fun part? I think the drill's kind of fun, but okay.
I mean, the drill is kind of fun. It does feel super powerful. But you're going to just kind of knock the edges off of your block of wood. That's all you really need to do.
That's all the sanding you need to do.
Yeah, that's really all you need to do because you want it to stay kind of sharp. So you kind of want it to feel nice and clean-edged. And then you're going to just start mixing your paints. And I just use regular old paint that you can buy at the craft store. It's just the acrylic stuff because then you can put a seal on it and then it will really hold up. But the reason why too is because it's a little bit more cost-effective.
Yeah, really.
So if you're me, like, bigger is always better, more is the best. And you're gonna use every color that you can think of, and you're gonna mix your colors.
Okay, and so someone came over and said, oh yeah, this is a great project until you spend $100 on your paint.
On little paint.
But you had like a trick for that, right?
Right, like I'm just gonna buy a lot of primary colors and maybe like a few colors that I really love, and then I'm gonna just go to town mixing. And so I'm gonna use those big colors for some of them, and then I'm gonna take it and go, okay, I'm gonna add some white into this navy blue and see what that happens. And then maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of green and see what color that creates.
So is that what you did on this one?
That's exactly what I did. All of these colors are kind of custom because I just put my little science hat on and started mixing and mixing. And I just used these little plates that look like hot dog plates. My mom gave me a bunch of them. So I used those and started just going for it. And if you mix a color that you don't like, don't use that color. Do
you have a trick for us when you're putting something together like this and you're painting, of getting all the sides without ruining the side you just painted? Do you put it on anything special?
Like in my craft room, I like to lay down like craft paper.
That's
just because I don't want to ruin my cabinets or whatever. But what I like to do is grab it, and then I paint all of the sides, like I hold it in the center. I paint all of the sides, and then I just paint the top, and I didn't even paint the bottom.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, tricky.
And then I was like, okay, we're good.
No one's going to be flipping that over, hopefully, so you don't need to.
Like only one side is the side, right? And so then I sealed it after that, after it was together. And the together part is the cool part. It looks really complex. Like when you look at it, it looks so complex.
It's like a puzzle or something.
It's like super easy.
Okay, tell.
And all you're gonna do is lay it out. out, and you're gonna do just even and odd numbers, right? I believe I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Okay.
So I start with 8, and then I go to 7, and then 8, and then 7, and then 8.
I mean, you could make it as big or small as you wanted, really.
You really can.
Okay.
Yep. I just chose a standard doormat size is what I did, and that really worked out with the wood as well. The wood will probably be your most expensive part, so I kind of kept it down that way. And then afterwards, you're going to take these. These are just like threaded rods. It's typical you would just put a nut on it, and that's kind of how it would stop, right?
Any home improvement store has these.
Yep.
And do they come in this length, or did you have to cut?
They come in this length,
Okay.
and they come in a variety of lengths. So if you wanted to go smaller or bigger, you could very easily do that. And then you're just going to, after it's all painted, literally thread the rod up and through. And then when you get your lengths the way you want them, you're going to spin or put the disc on and then put the nut on.
Yeah, and it'll just stay in this shape
it.
because these are holding this in shape. I
Yep.
love that. So that's easy. And that was it. That was the
That
finished
was
project.
it. That's the finished project.
And
it's
I know
so
you
simple.
did a little something special, and you not only use it as a doormat, dual purpose. Tell me about that. You put it on a wall?
Well, like when I got it finished and I set it out on the porch, I was like, this is really cute, but like, I'm really missing something over my mantle, or to the side of my message board, and I thought, could I just like hang this on the wall?
It looks like a modern piece of art.
Like, why couldn't I do that?
Yeah.
And so I tried it, and I really loved how it looked against kind of above my mantle. It kind of gave me a little bit of dimension and depth and texture and color, which is so fun.
And really, Darcie, you could do this for any holiday and do a wide variety of colors.
Yeah, for sure. Like Valentine's, like a gradient or like the ombre look would look beautiful. Or even for St. Patrick's Day, like all the greens. Wouldn't that be so cute?
I love that idea.
And I kind of like this for Easter too, or like Pride. That would look cute. Yeah.
So cute. Okay, where can people go if they need directions or more info?
So just hit me up on Instagram at Darcie Does Stuff. I like to do all the stuff.
Darcie Does Stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.